Hello my lovelies, welcome to your new moon in Virgo yoga class. My name is Natasha, also known as Nurse Natasha, and I will be your teacher for this lovely class today. So if you're new here, welcome. I specialize in teaching classes for all bodies, all levels, just making it as accessible as possible and in accordance with what is happening, getting tongue-tied, with what's happening in the astrological sphere. I connect it to tarot, chakras, zodiacs, all that jazz. That's what we do here. And then I also do put out classes for people in all bodies for self-love, self-worth, anxiety, self-compassion, just all those kind of things that we all need, you know? So I'm sorry, I feel like I haven't been around lately. I've been keeping up with my new moon and full moon classes and tarot readings. I've been wanting to put out some more classes. I've just been super busy. I am continuing to be super busy, but I'm going to try my best to get out some new classes, some daily classes, and just some classes for other things besides the astrology stuff. So that being said, if you've been here before, hello, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, we're almost at 25k subscribers. We might hit it by the time I post this video, so that's super exciting. Hello, my friends from TikTok. I feel like TikTok's where I've been taking off lately, and I never thought, it's literally been maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 months since I've been on TikTok, and I'm already almost at 200,000 followers. I'm just like, what? It's super weird, but super awesome, so thank you. Your support means everything to me. Speaking of, if you'd like to support me and my small business, if you'd like to do some more yoga with me, or work on self-love or mindful eating, or chakras, or body acceptance, all my courses are now on sale for $33, so I marked them all down. They're only $33 individually. You can get my full Nourished AF bundle for only $111. That's half off, so it's usually $222. I'll put the link in the description box. That'll be going on until September 8th. Just a little Labor Day appreciation sale for you guys, because I wouldn't be here without you guys, and just thank you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. So let's talk about this new moon in Virgo. So it's on September, the night of between September 6th and the 7th. Virgo, I'm a Virgo moon, so this is like my moon, and we actually have our full moon in Pisces this month, and I'm a Pisces, and I'm really excited. Anywho, so we have our new moon in Virgo, and Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo is very grounded, very organized, very, just has to do things the Virgo type of way. I know, because again, I'm a Virgo moon. But it's like, they're very, if you've been feeling the urge, I don't know about you guys, but I like cleaned out my closet. Like, if you've been feeling that urge to just like clean stuff, that's why, with Virgo season, we want to clean, we want to organize, we want to just like get a stable base, stable foundation, and like figure our shit out. So, that's what this new moon is all about, grounding. And I've been doing this thing where I've been kind of connecting it to tarot. I did chakras for a really long time. And I feel like, we're just going to shift to something new, to have some new classes. So Virgo in tarot is the Hermit card. Now the Hermit card is the card of rest, and it's the card not only of rest, but resting intentionally so you can go inward to like figure your stuff out. So depicted traditionally in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's a dude, like an old dude holding a lantern. And the concept is taking that lantern and going inside, like taking this lantern inside, looking around, like shining some light maybe on the cobwebs that are kind of inside of us, those dark places that we don't really want to go, but we need to go. And, we're kind of, obviously, the world is, I don't want to say the world's on fire, but a lot of stuff is happening right now. We had our pandemic, there's just so much happening, so much going on in the world, and I just feel like a lot of us have changed significantly during the pandemic, and a lot of us have just been through a lot, and we for some reason, like when the pandemic first happened, it was like, yeah, like you should be taking the time to like learn something new, or like do something, and you have all this time to like go be productive with it. Like I started this channel, I started putting out these classes, my business skyrocketed, like for sure did something with that time, and if you didn't, totally like no worries. Like I think that was a little obnoxious for people to be like, you should be doing something, but I fell victim to it, we all did. And now we're all burnt out. That is a very collective energy. We're all just like tired, like it's this collective just like exhaustion. And here's the thing. While new moons, yes, are about manifesting, setting goals, setting intentions, what I want you to focus on is, instead of trying to grow upward and like, just like let's just keep going and keep going and keep setting these goals and keep hitting these goals. Not even celebrate, just like hit the goal and like just keep going and like just push myself until I'm dead. I want you to focus on growing here and growing down. So setting roots, growing those roots, growing a foundation, growing a stable base. That's what this new moon is all about. Setting these goals, manifestations, intentions where we can just grow right here. We don't have to keep making these huge leaps and bounds and these huge goals and these huge just like, yes, we can in the future, but right now we need to like ground. We need to like, and growing this way, that what I mean by growing this way, this is healing. This is like, instead of setting those huge goals, you're stable where you are, you're setting a foundation, so you're growing your roots, and you're also growing yourself right here in this space. You're healing, and that's when we're taking that lantern, we're looking inside and find those cobwebs and being like, oh, we gotta clean that out. So it's also, as we clean in the outward world, we also clean inside. And honestly, if you're struggling with cleaning that stuff out on the inside, I highly recommend clean out your closet, clean out a room or your garage or something that you haven't cleaned out in a while. And that physical manifestation will also show up in the mental and emotional. Highly, highly recommend. Just reading my notes. You have time to grow where you're planted and not up, sideways, and down. The hermit energy is taking the light inside, resting to go inwards and heal. In the body, Virgo actually rules the digestive system, which, so we're going to be doing some twists today, and that again is cleaning out, you know, it's cleaning out your cobwebs and your stuff inside that we need to get out. It's cleaning out that waste, you know, getting it out. So we're going to be doing that today, cleaning, organizing inside and out. Now again, like I said, new moons are generally about manifesting, intention setting, which you for sure can do. But our affirmations for this class are going to be more a little bit around release, which is usually a full moon thing. But I feel like, hey, to be able to manifest and grow and, you know, just to set those intentions, we first need to kind of clean some stuff out so we can figure out where we want to go. How do we want to heal? How do we want to set a base? So I have a few affirmations. One is I release old wounds. I release old wounds. I release versions of myself that I created for survival or that I created to survive. So I release old versions of myself that I created to survive. And the last one is I am safe, stable, and secure, because that's what we're cleaning out. We're cleaning out those feelings of fear of not being secure, of not being stable. And when we can do that, we can clean those things out, then we can start to grow. We can go back to growing upwards if we feel like it. There's nothing wrong with taking some time to just like grow here and this way and down and like, you know, figure ourselves out and heal. So that's what this new moon is all about. Please also join me for my tarot reading for this new moon. I'll put the link in the description box. I will also pull some cards for this new moon energy and see what it's all about. So let's get started. We'll go ahead and do it. For this class, I am actually not going to be cueing any props, though if you'd like to bring your props for your practice, my thing, like how my classes work is everything I say is an option, not an order. So you do what works best for you and your body. So have your props, have your block, bolster, blanket, strap, whatever works for you. I'll be giving variations for every pose, and I know I've been ranting for a long time, so let's get started. So we're actually going to get started seated. Now, you can sit on a pillow, you can sit on a block, bolster, however you want to sit. And in yoga, this is called easy seated pose, but we have to remember that this might not be easy seated pose for everyone. So I want you to pick your easy seated pose, whether, again, you can sit on something if you need that extra comfort. You can extend the legs. Any way you feel comfortable sitting, I want you to sit like that in your easy seated pose. Now, you might need to scoot some goodness out from underneath you so you can feel those sit bones on the mat. And again, just get comfortable here. We're going to be here for a little bit. We're actually going to work on Nadi Shodhana breath. This is a type of breath, a pranayama in yoga, that kind of does what we're talking about. It kind of clears some of those cobwebs out. It's also called alternate nostril breathing. So that's what we're going to be working on when we sit here and we breathe. So we're going to get started with that, and then we'll go through some regular breath work and intention setting. So for Nadi Shodhana breath, for your alternate nostril breathing, you're going to need your thumb and then either your middle finger or your ring finger. Now I have these really long nails that I just got done, so I'm probably going to go for maybe my middle finger, but you'll need thumb and then middle or ring finger of your right hand. And we're going to place those. One is going to go on one nostril, one's going to go on the other nostril. Maybe I'll use my middle finger. That might be a little easier. Yep, okay, so what we're going to do, you're going to listen to me for these first few rounds. Well, for all the rounds you can listen to me, but we're going to get in the flow of it. We're going to get in the hang of it. So, covering both the nostrils, I want you to lift your thumb, and you're going to inhale in through that right nostril, plug it up. Exhale out through the left nostril, so lifting that other finger. Inhale in through that nostril, plug it up, and exhale out. Inhale in through the right, plug it. Exhale out through the left. Inhale in through the left, plug it. Exhale out through the right. Inhale in, plug it. Exhale out. Inhale in, plug, and exhale out. Inhale in, plug it. Exhale out. Inhale in, plug it. Exhale out. Inhale in, plug it. Exhale out. Inhale in, plug. Exhale out. Last one. Inhale in, plug. Exhale out. Now you can gently release that hand. You can continue with that alternate nostril breathing. If you really like it, you might find that your nose is a little runny now. But it kind of brings us to this more calm state. Now you can close your eyes if you feel like it, if it's comfortable for you. You can place your hands on your knees, palms facing down for that grounding energy. Let your breath return back to normal and kind of feel just how it feels to breathe now. I feel a little bit more clear. Clears the sinuses a bit. It just kind of brings you to this space. If you're ever struggling, if you're ever, really just worked up, have anxiety, stressed out, I really recommend that breathing. It'll kind of clear some stuff out and get you back to this space. Imagine someone's pulling a string from the top of your head. So you have that nice, tall, straight spine. And again, our breathing is normal here. We're inhaling, the chest expands, belly expands, take up space. And we exhale, release. Now as you start to breathe here, this is your time to take some inventory, to check in, see how you're feeling mind, body, and soul. And notice any constraints, any blockages, any cobwebs that are coming up for you, inside or out. Maybe you're noticing, I have a little tension in my body there, or this thought, this limiting belief, this cobweb keeps coming up in my mind. I want you to acknowledge it, because we can't just ignore it. We have to acknowledge it. But we're going to practice non-judgment and non-attachment. We're not going to feel guilty for these things. We are human. We're just going to get curious. Why are you here? Why is this thought here? Why is this fear here? Or why is this tension here in the body? Why is this blockage here? So we can get to the bottom of it and how we can let it go. We're going to focus on intentions, our affirmations. You can choose one or use all of them. I release any old wounds. I release any versions of myself that I created to survive. I am safe, stable, and secure. Say them out loud. Again, you can pick one or pick all of them. I release any old wounds. I release versions of myself I created to survive. I am safe, stable, and secure. We'll seal those with a couple breaths. Big inhale in through the nose. Fill up that chest, fill that belly, take up space. And open mouth, exhale. One more big inhale in. Fill up the chest, fill up the belly. And open mouth, exhale. Now you can let that breath return back to normal. You can open your eyes if it feels good. We're just going to start to clear out some of those cobwebs. We're just going to get our body moving. So we're going to start with shoulder rolls. So on the inhale, you're going to bring the shoulders forward and up. And on the exhale, you're going to bring them down and back. Inhale, forward and up. And exhale, down and back. Starting to clear some of those cobwebs from our shoulders. Get some movement here in the body. I'm breathing. Using our breath to release those old wounds and those old versions of ourself. And just feeling in this grounding pose, feeling your seat on the mat, feeling that stable base underneath you. Tapping into that root chakra. And now the next time you're down, I want you to reverse direction. So inhaling as the shoulders come back, squeezing the shoulder blades behind you and up. And then exhaling as they come forward. Just reversing directions, getting those shoulder rolls in. Still focusing on that breath. Our breath is one of our best tools in yoga or in life. It's how our prana, our life force, our energy flows and can clear out some of those cobwebs. All right, the next time your shoulders are down, you can kind of release, shake it out a little bit if you need to. Now we're going to get some neck stretches in, get some of that crunchy stuff out of our neck. So inhaling center, exhale, just drop that right ear to your right shoulder. Feel that stretch in the left side of your neck. Inhale center, exhale left ear, left shoulder. Inhale center, exhale right ear, right shoulder. And inhale center, exhale left ear, left shoulder. Now you're going to inhale center and then drop that right ear to the right shoulder and then exhale as you drop your head all the way back. Now coming over to the left, inhaling as we come through center, chin to chest. And then exhaling as you drop the head back. So taking some full head neck rolls here. You can take it fast or take it slow. If there's a spot where you're like, ooh, wow, that feels really good, you can hold it there. And always connecting it to your breath. And the next time you come through center, chin to chest, pause for a moment. And then go ahead and take it in the opposite direction. So exhaling as you drop that head back, bringing it over to the right, inhaling as we come through center. And again, go at your own pace. Just listen to your breath. And now the next time you're at center, chin to chest, I want you to hold it there. And I want you to really exaggerate and shake your head no. So keeping that chin pushed down towards your chest, shaking your head from side to side very slowly, very exaggerated. And I want you to say, no, I'm not going to hold on to any of these old wounds. No, I'm not going to hold on to these old versions of myself. No, I'm not going to block my blessings or my gifts or my abundance anymore. And go ahead and come back to center, chin to chest. And then nod your head yes. Again, very slowly, very exaggerated, dropping the head back. Opening the throat. Virgo does rule the throat chakra, so just tapping into that just for a moment. And then dropping the chin back down, chin to chest. Again, just exaggeratingly shaking your head yes. And you're going to say, yes, I am safe. Yes, I am stable. I am secure. I'm worthy to receive. I'm worthy of this safe space. I'm worthy of healing. Yes, you are. And go ahead and come back to center. Now we're going to take some chest circles. So again, like grabbing your tops of your knees with your hands. And we're going to bring our kind of chest and shoulders over to the right. Pressing the chest forward, so arching it back a little bit, then over to the left. And then kind of rounding the shoulders forward, over to the right, center, left, back, right, center, left, back. Now make that a little smoother. Just take these chest circles here. Again, as fast or as slow as you want to go, as exaggerated or as big or as small as you want to go. Feeling that flow. Flow is how we get rid of some of those crunchy cobwebs inside. And now the next time your chest is pressed forward, we're going to reverse directions. So now taking in that opposite direction. Again, as fast or as slow as you want to go. You can get into it. Incorporate your head, kind of dropping the head back. And then curling the head forward. Making this a full body movement if it feels good. And then the next time you're forward, hold it there for a moment. Just arching that back, squeezing those shoulder blades behind you, lifting that chin. And then exhale, dropping chin to chest, kind of rounding forward, going at the shoulders, dropping chin to chest. And then go ahead and release to a neutral spine. I'll get some side stretches in here. So dropping that right hand down, you're going to inhale that left arm up and open. Trying to keep that chest open to the ceiling, gazing up. Feeling this expansion between the left hip and left rib cage. Pressing that left hip down. And now I want you to inhale, pull that left arm back, open up the chest even more. And exhale, you're almost going to thread the needle with this left hand under the right. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread that needle. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread the needle. And inhale, open up. And exhale, release. Inhale that right arm up, left hand comes down. Again, keeping that chest open to the ceiling. Feeling that expansion from right hip to right rib cage. Inhale, pull that right arm back, open up the chest. Exhale, thread that needle. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open up one more time. Exhale, thread that needle. And inhale, open up. And exhale, returning to center. Last thing here, seated, we're going to get some twists in. So you're going to inhale our arms up overhead, and exhale, you're just going to twist gently to the right. Left hand coming to right knee. Right hand tense behind you, gazing over that right shoulder. And remembering to keep a tall spine even though we're twisting here. So maybe we inhale, lengthen, and exhale, just twist a little bit more. Inhale, everything comes back to center and up. Exhale, twisting to the left, so right hand coming to left knee, left hand tense behind you, gazing over that left shoulder. Using that breath to inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, come to center, and exhale, release. Now we're going to slowly transition into our tabletop, so taking it nice and slow, coming to our hands and knees. Now you can put a pillow or a blanket under your knees or double up on your mat if you need to. And shoulder, elbow, wrist are all stacked. Your hips are stacked over your knees, and we're going for some cat-cows here. So I want you to inhale, open up the chest, lift the chin, arching the back. Exhale to round, dropping chin to chest, doming out the shoulders, rounding the back. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. And go ahead and do 5 to 7 more of these on your own breath, following your inhales and exhales and doing what feels good. So maybe you want to rock from side to side. Maybe you want to take some full body circles like we did when we were seated. And whatever you do, just make sure you even out those sides and that you're following your breath, your pace, listening to what your body needs. And again, just kind of getting some of those cobwebs out through movement. We can release some of that stagnant energy. Some of that old stuff that just doesn't need to be here anymore. And remembering too that, again, when you release these old versions of yourself that you created to survive, remembering that they were there for a reason. I know it can seem easy to maybe hate these old versions of ourselves or, not like that they're there, but we have to acknowledge that they did serve a purpose. And they're not bad or wrong. They just don't serve us anymore, and that's okay. And go and finish up your last round, coming back to that neutral spine. Now we're going to flow through some twists here. So starting with the right hand, I want you to inhale it up and open. Exhale, again, you're going to kind of go to thread the needle under that left arm, but we're not going to go all the way down. We're going to inhale, open up. Exhale, almost threading that needle, but not entirely. Inhale, open up. Exhale, almost threading it. And then inhale, open up one more time. And exhale, this time we are actually going to thread that needle, dropping the right shoulder to the mat. That left hand can stay placed in front of your face.
You can extend it overhead or take a half bind behind your back, whatever feels good for you in this moment. And just breathing into this twist. Now, pressing that left hand in front of your face into the mat. Inhale to open up. And exhale to release. We'll do that on the other side. So inhaling that left arm up and open. Exhale, almost under that needle, but not entirely. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread that needle. Inhale, open up one more time. And exhale, threading the needle all the way, dropping that left shoulder down. Again, doing what feels good with the right arm. And breathing into this twist. These twists are where we can release some of those old cobwebs. And placing that right hand in front of your face again, pressing into it to inhale, open up. And exhale, you can release. Now we're going to come to our first downward facing dog of class. So again, we're going to tuck those toes and inhale those hips up and back for our downward facing dog. Pressing those palms into the mat. Trying to press that chest towards your thighs. Now don't worry if those heels don't touch the ground, totally okay. Just try to drive those heels towards the mat. And you can pedal your feet here. And find some movement, maybe shake your hips. Maybe shake your head. Now go ahead and find stillness. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and exhale, I want you to travel to a forward fold. So maybe that's one big step forward or a bunch of small steps forward, respecting your belly and your space, so maybe taking your feet a bit wider in this forward fold. And just hanging out here. Little rag doll. You can grab for opposite elbows. You can maybe give a little bounce to get into that low back. Keeping a micro bend into your knees if you need it. And again, just getting some of that crunchy stuff out of our low back and our hamstrings. And go ahead and come to stillness. Bring those hands to your shins, press into them. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale those hands to your heart. Take a moment here in this Tadasana or mountain pose. You can close your eyes if it feels good. Bringing it back to our intentions. I release any old wounds. I release any old versions of myself that I don't need anymore, that I created for survival. I am safe, stable, and secure. Maybe lifting all 10 toes and then bringing it back down to just feel that stable base beneath you. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Now, we're going to be flowing with some chair pose here. So for your chair, you have two options of how to stand. So you might want to keep your feet hips distance apart or wider if that feels good for you. For me, I like to take my big toes together to touch with a little sliver of space in between my heels. Again, up to you how you like to stand, what feels right for you. We're going to inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, we're going to sink into a chair here. Now you're going to bring your hands to your heart, and in this chair, I want you to inhale, kind of lean forward a little bit, and exhale, you're going to twist to the right. Option to hook this left elbow with that right thigh. But, you know, if we got some boobs and belly in the way, that's okay too. You can just twist here in this prayer. Inhale, come center. And exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do that 2 more times. Remember, honoring your body with these twists. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we sink down to that chair. So you're sitting in an imaginary chair here, bringing those hands to your heart. Just inhale, leaning forward, still keeping a straight spine. Exhale, twisting over to the right without those prayer hands. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming to standing. And exhale, those hands to your heart. We got one more of those here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sink into that chair, bring those hands to prayer. Inhale, leaning forward just a bit. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe go a little deeper this time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale those hands to your heart. All right, my darlings. We're going to play around with some crescent lunges with those twists. So you have options here. If you'd like to take these lunges from a vinyasa, if that's in your practice, please go ahead. I'm going to cue these from standing. So standing at the top of my mat, I'm going to bring my hands to my hips. Starting with this right foot, I'm going to bring it to the center of my mat, putting all my weight into that right foot, stepping my left leg back into this high crescent lunge. So my right knee is over my ankle. I'm on the ball of my back foot. You might not be able to see because of my pants. My back leg is straight. My hips are square. And I'm finding this power stance here. And then I'm going to inhale my arms up. And I'm going to breathe here in this powerful lunge. And now I'm going to inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bring those hands to my prayer. So I'm kind of leaning forward here. Inhale here. And exhale, I'm going to take that same prayer twist over that bent right knee. Holding here again. If you can hook that left elbow to that right thigh, if that's in your practice, go ahead. I'm going to inhale, come back up, and exhale. Step back to the top of my mat. Shake it on out. All right, we're going to do that on the other side. So my left foot now is coming to center, stepping my right foot back, finding my powerful lunge here. Hips are square, knees over ankle. Inhaling my arms up. I'm breathing here. And then I'm going to inhale, kind of lean forward a little bit. Exhale, bring my hands to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, twist. Keeping the integrity of that lunge. Breathing here for a moment. Inhale, come back to center, use that core. And exhale, come back to standing. Shake it on out. We'll do a little half sun salute here just to break these flows up. And then we're going to do that one more time. So we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to do that sequence again, but we're going to add on. So, bringing hands to hips if you're taking it from standing. Again, if you'd like to take it from the vinyasa, if that's in your practice. I'm bringing my right foot to center. I'm stepping my left leg back. Finding this stance here. Finding my power. Inhaling my arms up. Taking a moment here. Inhaling, shifting forward. Exhale, hands come to center. Inhale, and exhale, twist. Holding and breathing here. Inhale to center. And then I'm going to come back to my high crescent lunge. Taking an inhale here. And then exhale, I'm opening up to a warrior two. So I'm going from a closed hip to an open hip. Opening up here, knee is staying over ankle. Back foot is spinning flat. And I'm extending my arms out to my warrior two. Looking over those front fingers. Inhale, I'm going to shift forward. Exhale, I'm going to find an extended side angle pose. Now, you can bring this right forearm to your right thigh. And extend that left arm overhead and take more of a lateral side stretch here. Trying to keep that chest open. Now we're gonna inhale, use the core to lift up. Exhale, flip the front palm and reverse your warrior. Now this front leg likes to kind of straighten when we reverse, keeping the integrity of that lunge. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, you're just gonna step right back to center, flow through a vinyasa. Shake it out. And guess what, my darlings? We have the whole other side to do. So from standing, hands are at hips. Left foot comes to center. Right leg steps back into my high crescent lunge. Inhaling those arms up. Finding my power here for a moment. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, hands come to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, I'm twisting. Maybe you can find you can twist a little deeper here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lift those arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Again, so I'm going from close to an open hip. Back foot goes flat. Arms come out. Keeping that knee over ankle. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, find that extended side angle here. Inhale, use the core to raise. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse that warrior. Again, that front leg likes to straighten. We can get back into that lunge. Inhale up to that warrior two. And exhale, step back to the top of your mat. Shake it on out. All right, my lovelies. Hopefully you're feeling some flow. You're feeling some of those cobwebs start to move. Feeling a little twisty. Now, we got some of that flow going. I'm gonna grab some water. Grab water if you need it. Now some of that stagnant energy moving. Now we need to focus on the grounding part of all this. Now we need to focus on that safe, secure base. So, we're gonna play around with tree pose. Now, you can use a wall here. You can also hold on to a chair if you need that extra balance. So I'm gonna come to face you so you can see me. So I'm standing, we'll start with the right foot down, left leg up. So my right foot is gonna be secure on the mat. Make sure you can feel all those toes pressing down into the mat. I'm gonna come to I'll feel my pants so you can see. I'm gonna come to my tippy toes on my left foot. You can have your hands at your hips. Now maybe I'm just gonna open that knee. So I'm going from close to open. I'm gonna place that with my toes still on the ground, bringing the bottom of my foot to that right ankle. I'm not putting pressure on the joint. Maybe this is your tree right here. Maybe you're like, all right, I'm gonna play around a little bit. I'm gonna bring that foot to my shin. Cool. Stay right here. We're avoiding the knee joint completely. Maybe you're like, all right, feel good here. So I'm gonna take it all the way up. My pants are kind of slippery, so I don't know if I'll be able to hold it here. But I'm not putting my pressure on my knee joint. My pressure is kind of right here in my middle thigh. And then once I find my tree, I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna focus my drishti, my gaze on something that's not moving. My foot's slipping, it's okay. If you have like really slippy yoga leggings, you can also take kind of a pigeon version of tree here, if that feels good. Again, listening to your body. My leg is still slipping. We're just gonna go right here. We're listening to our body, all right? Coming to your tree. And maybe you grow your branches. Maybe you play around with how you want your branches to grow. Woo. And that's the thing, trees blow in the wind. We fall over, we shake, we sway, but it's okay. I'm breathing here. And then when you're ready, gently releasing, shaking it out. We'll take it to the other side. All right, so planting my left foot nice and strong. Maybe I come to the tippy toes of my right foot. Maybe I open that knee, bring that foot into my ankle. Again, not putting pressure on the joint, just kind of resting it there. Maybe I'm like, all right, I can bring it up. I have to sneeze, excuse me. Ooh, bless me, all right. Maybe If I get my pant leg out of the way, I'm bringing it up. Nope, still slippery. There we go. Finding my tree. Maybe growing my branches. Maybe you want to try something different. You can do like reverse pyramid or reversed prayer. Sorry, behind your back. Just play around with it. And then when you're ready, I want you to very gently release. No slingshots here. And then we shake it out. Look at that. You're a beautiful tree. You're safe, you're stable, you're secure. All right, my darlings. Coming back to stand at the top of your mat. I'm going to inhale my arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. I'm going to plant the hands. I'm just going to gently kind of step back. Just drop down to my knees. We're just going to take a child's pose here. I like wide-legged child's pose, bringing my knees as wide as the mat, sinking those hips back to my heels. You can lay on a pillow here if it feels good, or a bolster, and just sink that chest down to the mat. Breathing here. And connecting here with this grounding energy. Maybe lift up all 10 fingers and bring them back down. Feel every part of you that's touching the mat. And remind yourself that you are safe and stable and secure. You're creating this stable base, this foundation. As we sweep away those cobwebs, that foundation is being made clearer. We can start to heal. And we can set manifestations, goals, intentions around healing. That's what this new moon is about. Sealing this with a breath, take a big inhale in through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Gently inhale. Come on up to a seat. We're just going to kick those legs out in front of us. And we're going to find our way down to our backs. Grab some water if you need it. Gently coming down to your back again. Take any props you need with you. Maybe you want to lay back on a pillow or a bolster or a blanket. Doing what works best for you and your body. And now from here, you're going to go ahead, bend into those knees, place your feet bottoms on the mat. And we're going to take a reclined pigeon here. So I'm going to take my right ankle, crossing it over my left thigh. And you can stay right here, creating this figure four. You can press gently into that right thigh, open it up a little bit more. Option one. Option two is pulling those legs into your chest. Now you can use a strap here, or you can grab for the back of that left thigh, grabbing in between that hole you just created, that figure four, and pulling your legs down towards you. You can straighten that back leg if you want a little extra hamstring action. And again, this is just an option. Should feel it in the right hip and the low back. Now, if you're holding on, I want you to gently release, but keep those legs pulled in. And I want you to cross your legs even more. If you can, you're going to bring your arms out to a T position. You're going to drop those legs over. So this is like a double twist. It's a twisty twist. We're twisting our legs and our body. And if this double twist is too much in the legs, you can release it, of course. Maybe glancing over that right shoulder. And just finding this twist here. Finding this release. Again, Virgo rules the digestive system. And our twists help with that digestion. I don't know if you just heard my stomach made a little like bloop. My stomach's like, heck yeah. And gently inhale, go ahead and come back to center and exhale. Release, untwist the legs, taking it to the other side. So again, feet bottoms are coming down, bending the knees. Left ankle crosses over right thigh now. Now again, option to stay here. Gently press on that left thigh to open up. Or you can reach in between that space you just created. Pulling those legs down towards you. Feeling this in that left hip now and the low back. Breathing here. And gently inhale and exhale. You can release. Now again, don't release completely. Cross those legs a little more. Bringing those arms out and dropping those legs over to the right. Again, you can release that double twist if it doesn't feel good. And breathing here. One final release of any old wounds, any old versions of yourself that you created for survival, any old cobwebs that we just need to clean up. Inhale, gently come back to center. And exhale, you can release. Now you can take any final pose here that your body is asking for. Maybe bridge, shoulder stand. Maybe you want some more twists. Whatever it is, I want you to take your time. I don't know why, but the cobwebs like reference just made me think of that meme where it's like me like cleaning down the cobwebs in my house. And the spider's like, what the heck? And then putting up fake ones for Halloween. The spider's like, oh my God. I don't know why it's so funny. Anyways, take your time. I'm in a very spooky mood, if you couldn't tell. I'm actually going to redo this whole background, and we're going to get real spooky because it's spooky season. And I'm so happy. So, whenever you're ready, we're going to find our Savasana now. Take any Savasana that feels good. You can just take up space on your mat. I'm going to take Supta Baddha Konasana, so reclined bound angle pose. I'm going to bring my feet bottoms together and just open up my knees, just to get a little bit more into the hips. This is just an option. You can also just extend those legs long. Remember, just take up space. Do what works best for you and your body. Honoring your body here. And once you are comfortable in your Savasana, you can close your eyes if it feels good. And we're just going to let our breath return back to normal. And what I want you to think about and visualize here while we're breathing in our Savasana is what intentions can you set? What goals can you set? What can you manifest for yourself as far as healing goes? Again, we're not trying to set these big goals to move up. We're trying to grow where we're planted. We want to grow a little sideways. We want to grow where we are. We want to grow our roots. What are some manifestations, some intentions, some goals that you can set around that now that we cleaned out some of that old stuff that doesn't need to be here anymore? Visualize on that, and I will let you know when it's time to come back. Slowly bring your awareness back into your space and back into your body. I want you to wiggle your toes, to wiggle your fingers. Maybe roll out the wrists or roll out the ankles. And gently make those movements bigger until you're ready to draw those knees into your chest. Maybe give yourself a little squeeze. And then when you're ready, dropping over to one side into a fetal pose using your bottom arm as a pillow. And gently pressing yourself up to a seat when you're ready, taking it nice and slow. Any seat that you are comfortable in. You can bring your hands to either side of you, feeling the mat beneath your fingertips. Inhale those arms up, taking all that wonderful energy we just created. Exhale, bring them back down, releasing anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, drawing those palms together to touch, and bring those hands to your heart. The light and the love in me honors the light and love in each of you. We bow to our practice. Thank you. That is all I have for you lovelies today. Unless you want to go check out the tarot reading for this new moon, I'll put the link in the description box. Tell me what goals are you setting? What are you releasing? What maybe versions of yourself you're releasing, or old cobwebs that you're releasing? And what are you manifesting? How are you going to manifest healing? And what intentions are you going to set to grow that base? I'd love to know. Don't forget, again, my courses are on sale for $33. The link is also in the description box. And I'm about to go film the tarot reading, so I'm excited to see what's going to come up. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you again, guys, so much for the support. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube. I finally figured out maybe what to vlog about. I have an idea, so stay tuned. But yeah, I love these classes. I love this community. It's like my favorite thing. Like, you know, Instagram's like, ugh, TikTok. I actually like TikTok sometimes. It's just people there are just like, sometimes. Y'all on YouTube are great. I appreciate you. Yeah, have a wonderful new moon. I will see you for the full moon in Pisces, my full moon, and also the equinox, the autumn equinox. I'll be putting out a class for that as well. And then I'm going to try to be putting out some other classes just for like hip opening, some beginner plus size classes, some daily yoga. So let me know what you'd like to see. And I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Yeah.